Governor Tom Corbett is accusing lawmakers of not doing enough to repair the state's finances. Today, he did sign the budget, but Eyewitness News reporter Matt Rivers tells us the governor used his line item veto to force what he called mutual sacrifice.
It's time to stop talking around the edges and enact meaningful reform.
A fired-up Tom Corbett once again said rising pension costs are the big reason behind Pennsylvania's $1.6 billion budget deficit. He criticized lawmakers Thursday morning for failing to tackle the issue in this year's budget.
More than 163 school districts already have been forced to raise property taxes on Pennsylvania families to pay for skyrocketing pension costs.
Pension frustrations aside, the governor signed the $27 billion budget into law, although he did veto over $60 million in funding for the General Assembly. The move angered some in his own party, with Chester County State Senator and Majority Leader Dominic Pileggi saying, quote, "We are disappointed that the governor has not to date been able to work effectively with the Republican majorities in the House and Senate." Not surprisingly, Democrats are also unhappy.
They want to take a problem that exists and make it a worse problem.
Democratic State Senator Vincent Hughes voted against the budget, as did every other Democratic legislator. He says some level of pension reform is needed, but argues there are other ways to make up for the $1.6 billion deficit.
The governor refuses to get revenue from the shale industry, doesn't want to tax the Marcellus industry to get them to pay their fair share.
He also said expanding Medicare in Pennsylvania could save the state $400 million. The governor has so far refused to do so, saying it would cost the state more in the long run.
And the governor did say he might call a special legislative session to address pension reform over the summer. For his part, Democratic candidate for governor Tom Wolf said this year's budget is built on gimmicks and games, although he failed to produce any specific recommendations on his own. We're live in the SAT Center. Matt Rivers, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Matt, thank you.